All right, day 161 on the Appalachian Trail. I'm leaving Hot Springs. Look at that Appalachian Trail. This is Elmer's Sunny Bank Hostel. This place is cool. Elmer made breakfast for us 2 days in a row. He didn't this morning because he doesn't serve till about 8:30 and we got out earlier than that. Fun hiker town. Lots of good restaurants, good outdoor place. His hostel is for people who like quiet and like good vegetarian food. He doesn't have internet. He doesn't want you to have your cell phones on. I was told that during the push he has a bucket and he takes up phones, but this whole town doesn't have AT&T, so he didn't have to take mine up. So I go down to the library. Oh, the library's great. They have one of the fastest internets of any library I've seen. Anyway, so I took a zero 2 days ago, and with the intention of hiking yesterday, and apparently there's a hurricane in Texas that's throwing water up all the way up here, and it rained all day yesterday, so took another zero. So now I'm on my way. Went down to the outfitter and printed my permit to go into the Smokies, and I'm ready to rock and roll. The town has all these Appalachian Trail things on the sidewalk. I just think they're cool. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. About every 30 feet or so. All right, well, here we go on the Appalachian Trail, day 161. All right, so I've come out of Hot Springs, and I've made the first big climb. It's about 1,000 feet. Now I'm running a ridge for a while, and then I got another climb. It's about 2,000 feet. Then right back down. Then I putz around for a while. And little ups and downs. That's kind of the rest of the day. But the trail's nice. It's dirt. Coming down into Hot Springs, it was all rock. I was kind of afraid this might be rock today. And but luckily it's not. Some rock, but it's not all rock. My buddy Clockwork clocked in at the shuttle last night. He's a flip-flopper like myself from South Carolina. He got to the hostel, and he's faster than me, does a few more miles a day than me, but he took off 4 days back up in Virginia, so I got ahead of him. Then I took off 3 days, 1 day in 2 days in Hot Springs, and 1 day when Miss Greeter came back. So anyway, he caught me yesterday, and got into town yesterday afternoon. And I'm like, man, you caught me. He says, well, you're going ahead of me again. He goes, his dad and brother were coming out, and they're going to take a couple of days off. So, oh, good God, look at that big old snake. It's a garter snake, but it's a big one. Made me jump. And anyway, he's going to take a couple days off, and we were talking about when we were going to finish. I'm planning around the 16th or 17th, and he's planning around the 20th. So there you go. All right, here we go. 161 on the Appalachian Trail, jumping over snakes. Here we go. All right, I just went over Bluff Mountain. Yes, it was raining. I fell twice in the mud. My fall is just slippery. No damage. Maybe my pride. Wet wood on an angle. And I know better than that. Made it hard to do it. Anyway, I just made that 2,000 foot climb. Now, I'm on the way down this mountain. I think I only go down like 1,000 feet, and then I go back up again. And there's a shelter not far ahead. I may just sit there for a few minutes. I think I'm only like 7 ahead where I want to spend the night. And what time is it? It's about 1 in the afternoon. So that's going to put me there fairly early. Maybe I can get there and dry out a little bit. Make a little something warm to eat. Sun's trying to come out here on top. That'd be nice. Got to dry my raincoat out. Just treated it. This is Outdoor Research Helium 2 or something like that. Rain jacket. And I like it. It's just been used so much. And I treat it, like I called them, they tell me what to use to treat it. And it works good for about 5 or 6 minutes. I don't know if any of them work better. It keeps me warm. That's the main thing I use it for when it's raining. All right, well, I'm going down this foggy mountain. So I'm going to use my poles. On the way, on the Appalachian Trail, day 161, on top of Bluff Mountain. I believe it's Bluff Mountain. I believe it's mile 1927 going southbound. I heard from my friends Rocket and Rockette. They were only 100 and something miles from Katahdin. That's wonderful. They're in, I think they just hit 2,000 yesterday. So we're pretty close to our destinations on the other end of the trail. But congratulations, you two. Ooh, it's going to be wet today. All right, here we go. I just got to the Walnut Mountain Shelter. This is an older shelter. Looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people. Got water. Sun came out finally. Woo-hoo! I'm gonna sit down here, eat me a little late lunch, enjoy this breeze. It's got bear cables. Enjoy this breeze. Rest my feet for a few minutes. All right. I just popped out on this knob. Grassy knob above that shelter. Oh, this is pretty. I got some views out here. The sun actually feels good. Must be the Smokies up ahead. I bet it is. I'll be in the Smokies tomorrow. Should spend tomorrow night at Davenport Shelter. That's the northernmost shelter in the Smokies. Start my little jaunt in the Smokies on my way to my southern terminus. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, it's warm. It rained on me pretty hard earlier. And it was a little chilly sitting at that shelter. So it feels nice to get out in the sun. It's like a little downhill here. Should go over Max Patch tomorrow. I think Snowbird. That'd be cool. When I was an airline pilot, Snowbird Mountain's got a VOR, which is a navigation aid for planes. And they're on top of mountains usually, or they're somewhere. I shouldn't say necessarily on top of mountains. There's some at airports, but you can, from your plane, you can figure out what radial you are from that VOR. In other words, if you're due south of the VOR, you'll be on the 180-degree radial. And it also usually has distance measuring equipment there, so you'll know exactly how far you're away from it. And I remember when I was a pilot, I'd get clear direct to Snowbird. And now, I'll be looking at that Snowbird. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, back in the woods. Okay, I'm going to get my poles out, get these things off of me. Here we go. All right, it's been a nice day. Just met a thru-hiker. His name was Tigger, and his wife with him, Mrs. Tigger. And he was from Cincinnati, and he had hurt his knee on his thru-hike, and he was coming back to pick up a couple 100 miles that he had missed. So, good luck to him. Nice fellow. Anyway, it's still cool. It's quit raining. It's a little sunshine out there. Trails are still a little damp. Not bad. Less than 2 miles to go to the shelter. Looks like I'm gonna get there early. Got an early start from the hostel this morning, which made a difference. That might be a lesson for me. Get up a little bit earlier, even though it's dark. Get started, then get into the hostel while you still have lots of daylight. Not the hostel, the shelter. While you still have lots of daylight. Makes sense. All right, here we go.